on 970 WDAY AM. Jay Thomas Show, 22 minutes after 2 o'clock. News and weather coming up at the bottom of the hour. Medical marijuana backers here in North Dakota, they want their measure put back on the November ballot. Basically saying Secretary of State didn't do his job. We're going to talk about that, get your input. Out on the road for today. I go into the bedroom last night, and the wife was watching that pile of crap, Honey Boo Boo again. This show is absolute trash. Have you watched any of this?
I watched 2 seconds of it, and I said, oh, really?
What? Here's the thing. You know, you would expect garbage like that maybe on MTV's channel. This is the damn Learning Channel.
Well, we are learning that they're stooping down to MTV level.
What is this garbage doing on this? They were having a burping contest. No.
Who doesn't as a
No. Listen now. They were blindfolding one of the kids, and then people were burping and blowing it in her face, and she was guessing who it was.
Oh my!
I mean, this show is pure garbage, and it's a hit.
I hear game show going off.
It's a hit.
Name that burp.
Oh, just pure trash television. All right. So I get to work today, and I catch this story, and it involves a 9-year-old boy from Moorhead, and allegedly out playing yesterday with his buddy, and somebody rolls up in a vehicle, gets out of the vehicle with a gun, puts it to the boy, and tells him, "Give me your Nerf gun or I'll kill you." Joining me in studio is that boy's mom, Tami, and the boy as well, 9-year-old Cameron. Tami Moen, resident of Moorhead. How you doing, Tami?
Doing good.
You get right on the microphone. You can move it wherever you want, wherever's comfortable. You just take it and move it, adjust it, just like this. You'll be fine. All right, Cameron, you can do the same thing. Get right on the microphone, buddy. All right, so, yeah, I mean, I hear the story this morning, Tami. I'm like, are you kidding me? That takes a lot of guts.
Yeah, in broad daylight.
All right, so I guess let's just go through this thing. Tell us, to tell the folks what happened, from start to finish. What happened? Cameron, you want to tell us, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, get right on the microphone so people can hear you.
Okay. I was playing with my friend, and we were playing cops and robbers, and then he had to go home, and then I realized that I forgot my guns, so I went back to the place where we were playing, and I picked up my guns. The guy got out of the car, and then he put a gun on my shoulder, and then he told me, "Give me your Nerf gun or you die."
That's what he said? You give me your Nerf gun or you're going to die?
Yep.
All right, where in Moorhead were they playing, Tami?
It was over at the M State Annex campus. It's on 12th and 14th, 12th Avenue and 14th Street South.
Okay.
In a little grove of trees back behind the school.
Okay.
They go over there and they, play in those trees and play cops and robbers, and they've done it many, many, many times, and it's right by our house.
All right, so what time did this take place?
About 5:45.
About 5:45 yesterday. And I'm quite sure, Cameron, a little shaken up there, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you see the guy's face, or were you able to give law enforcement a description of this guy?
No, I only saw that he had a stocking cap, a long
gray
shirt.
Gray stocking cap.
Yeah, and then a long-sleeved gray shirt and some blue jeans.
Okay, and did you see the car?
Yeah, it was a red. What was it again? It was like a red.
Well, it's like our neighbor's car. So our neighbor's car is a Pontiac GT.
Okay.
So it's like that, but it's a red car with tinted windows and a loud exhaust.
Just writing this down. Tinted windows and loud exhaust. All right, so Mom, Cameron comes home. What's the first thing you do?
Well, actually, I wasn't even home yet, and he came and told his sister, and she called me and told me what was going on. Obviously, I was in shock and couldn't believe it. So I called the police right away, and on my way home, I saw police cars all over.
Mm-hmm.
So they were panning the area already trying to find this red car from what I had told them just on the phone. And then I got home and asked Cameron and had him explain it to me, and I said, are you sure it was a real gun? You sure it wasn't a toy gun?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, Mom. Seriously, I know what a gun looks like. This was a real gun.
Cameron, was it a young guy? Was it an older guy? It was just one person, right?
Yeah.
Were they younger, older?
Older.
Older? How old do you think they were?
In the 30s.
In their 30s? Okay. So, did you see him coming at you, or did you just turn around and there he was?
I turned around and then I saw him running out of the car to me.
He came running out of the car at you?
Yeah.
And did you see the gun when he came running at you?
No, I didn't see the gun, only when he pushed it on my shoulder, and then I looked over and then I saw it.
And I'm quite sure you just left your Nerf gun there, right?
Yeah.
Did you take off running then?
No, I gave him my Nerf gun.
Yeah.
And then I still had a Nerf gun in my pocket, but he didn't see that, so he didn't take that. But I gave him my Nerf gun, and then he just ran back to his car, and then he drove away.
Okay, so he didn't say anything else? He just got your gun from you, your Nerf gun, and then just took off, ran to the car. And was he driving, or was he a passenger, buddy?
He was a passenger.
He was a passenger. Okay. What are Moorhead police saying, Tam?
Well, they came and they took his statement, and then the police officer took me aside, and he said, gut reaction, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
You think he's telling the truth? And I said, yes, absolutely, completely. And I said, my daughter, when she was his age, was a little paranoid. She would probably have, and not even that you would make something like this up,
yeah,
but maybe embellish or something like
sure.
that. But I said, not with Cameron. Cameron does not, he's a fact finder. And he knows stuff, he remembers stuff, he's very detail-oriented, and he did not make this up.
Okay, so this happened yesterday about 5:45 over 12th Avenue and 14th Street South. A little grove of trees there behind the school. Now, is that where your gun was at, in that grove of trees, Cameron, or was it somewhere else when this guy came at you?
It was over in the grove of trees.
It was in the grove of trees? Okay, and I remember when we were little kids, we'd always find grove of trees and stuff and go hang out, build forts and stuff in there. And we do the same thing. I'm glad to hear kids are still playing cops and robbers, It's good you're out there running around having a good time, although this is not a good time. This is not cool what happened, and hopefully they find the people responsible for doing this and they bring them to justice. So about 5:45 yesterday, this red kind of looks like a Pontiac GT, you're saying, Tami?
Yes.
Car with tinted windows, loud. Now, Cameron, loud exhaust. It sounded like it didn't have an exhaust, or did it have one of those fancy mufflers on it that the kids put on their cars?
Well, it wasn't as loud as the truck,
yeah,
but it was still pretty loud.
Was and the car was red? Was it a 2-door or 4-door?
4-door.
It was a 4-door? Okay, so red 4-door Pontiac GT-like looking car, tinted windows. The guy had a gray stocking cap on?
Yes.
And then what'd you say for sure? Gray shirt?
Yep.
Okay, and then blue jeans. Okay, and came up to you, put the gun to your shoulder, and said, "Give me your Nerf gun, or you're going to die."
Yep.
And so you gave him the Nerf gun, you took off. And if anybody recognizes the car, or maybe we're in the area and saw a car that looks like that, you need to call the Moorhead police. Give them a call. I know they're working on this. So now you going to let them go back out and hang out there? You kind of just like not for a while.
I don't think do you even want to go out and hang out there?
I think I'm just going to go by the church with my friend. I'm not going alone.
Yeah, make sure you got a buddy. Your buddy was gone when this happened, huh?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, make sure you got a buddy out there. So again, if any of this sounds familiar car-wise, or maybe something's getting jogged in your brain, and going, hey, wait a minute, I know a car like that. Call the Moorhead Police Department and get the information to them. Any other information we need to get out there to the folks?
I guess what really saddens me is that it took the media to be involved And thank God for Facebook and for you guys, you know, getting a hold of me and getting it out here. But I wish the police department had been on top of it more so than they were today. Because it took the media. Now, today, then the inspector came out, or the investigator.
Yeah.
You know, he came out and he talked to Cameron, and he straight out, he told Cameron, he said, now just quit lying and tell me the truth.
Okay, that's what the investigator said.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so, Cameron, when the investigator said that, what'd you think, buddy?
I was wondering why he said that, because I knew I was telling the truth.
Well, you know, dude, as long as you know that you're telling the truth and you're giving the information, you got nothing to worry about, and hopefully they're going to catch more, because this is the last thing we need running around our towns is some guy. And even if it's a fake guns nowadays look like real guns, but even if you're doing that, you're terrorizing some 9-year-old boy. I mean, what the hell's wrong with people?
Exactly.
You know, and if the person's caught, I hope they throw the book at this person, make an example of him. These kids should be able to go outside and play and not be worried about some, you know, even if it's a prank and it's a sick prank, if that's what it is. I'm sorry, that's wrong. These kids shouldn't have to worry about that stuff.
Exactly.
All right, so the police are all over it, and the media's getting the information out there. And again, folks, about 5:45 yesterday, 12th Avenue and 14th Street South in Moorhead. Grover Trees there. What is on M State? Is it their annex building or something?
Yeah, they lease it. So they have classes there, but.
And there's little Grover Trees back there.
Yeah.
All right, if you were in that area about 5:45 yesterday evening and saw anything, you know, looking for possibly a red Pontiac what is it, a G what?
GT.
GT, that's it. I keep thinking G4. GT-style car, 4-door, tinted windows, loud exhaust. If you saw anything like that, give the Moorhead Police Department a call. What do you got there, a picture of the gun they stole?
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty fancy Nerf gun you got there, buddy. Well, you had. I'm sorry, you don't have it anymore. They took it.
I got a really nice one now. So.
You got a real nice one now?
Yeah.
All right, you keep it tucked close.
Yeah.
That's just sick. People got issues. All right, we'll keep getting the word out, Tami and Cameron, and hopefully they'll catch this guy, and all will be well, buddy.
Okay.
All right, guys, thanks for coming in and getting the information out to the people. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, it's 2:34. We got to run over to the WDAY newsroom. I forgot Eric Johnson was over there. All I see is a couple knuckles.
You should be able to see the bald head.
I can't see that. All I see are new callers. Hang on, we'll get you in a second. All I see is a couple knuckles.